Okay, stop what you're doing. Look, we have Wonderlands skill trees. We have a lot of information to go over. So, watch us two Fate Makers team up for some co-op heroics or treacherous peaks of the Mount Crew. The snowy landscape is crawling with rowdy golems and towering trolls who are eager to wallop an uninvited guest into smithereens. So, basically, what today is, y'all know how a lot of like big creators in the community, they got they will play a little bit of Wonderlands earlier this month. Well, today is the day that they're able to like talk about it, release videos and stuff like that. And along with that, Gearbox themselves actually showed off the skill trees, and we're going to be looking at every single skill tree in this video. Okay, so it might be a little long one. So we're also proud to present the biggest update yet to the game guide for Wonderlands. The full list of all the class feats, iconic acting skills, passive skill trees, abilities for the Brrrserker, Stab-O-Mancer, Clawbringer, Spellshot, the Graveborn, and Spore Warden. You'll start your adventure by choosing a primary class, but it won't be long before you can earn a secondary class with the multi-class system to create a hybridized character build that is going to come after you beat the game. First up, we have the Brrrserker, right? So obviously, you know, it just talks a little bit about it and stuff like that. Berserkers are specialists of melee and frost damage. Oh yeah, you already know we throwing hammers today. The Berserkers' otherworldly powers allow them to become enraged via their action skills, channel the power of frost through weaponry so they may freeze and shatter their enemies and manifest an arsenal of raw destructive force. Berserkers are even able to channel their bloodthirst by leech lifing from fallen foes using a dash of occult magic. So here is the Berserker skill tree. Now look at this. Oh man. So we have one called Rage of the Ancients. Using an action skill causes the Fate Maker to become enraged, adding bonus frost damage to their attacks. Enraged duration will not deplete while an action skill is active, and ends if the Fate Maker enters Save Your Soul, which is going to be Fight for Your Life. Activating action skill when already enraged restores a portion of the enraged timer. Interesting. So here are the active skills. We have the Dread Wind and then the Furl Surge. The Dread Wind, when Fate Maker spins, slashing anything nearby with their melee weapon and essentially becoming a pain tornado. Yeah, this is the Spin Twin, obviously. We have the Fate Maker leaps forward towards their target, dealing frost damage. Yeah, we saw this in some of the trailers and stuff like that. Will instantly be killed if their total HP is below a certain percentage. So this will be pretty cool to see where like this actual like threshold is, to see where people can start using and abusing that. That's kind of like a finisher, like if you play Destiny. So here is the passive skills. Angel frost damage is increased, basic stuff. Savagery, melee damage, enraged duration, unyielding, a percentage of missing health and regenerates over time while enraged. The effect is double, so just passive health regen. Icebreaker, Fate Maker gains increased damage dealt to enemies that are slow. Yeah, this is literally just I mean, it's an icebreaker prefix. We're pretty sure, yeah. Closer to enemies to being frozen, the more damage they increase. Remember, this is going to be good on yellow bars. My bad. Bone, white health bar enemies, enemies that are at bone. This is what cryo is going to be good on. Old ways. Fate Maker deals bonus damage and gains increased damage reduction. The closer they are to an enemy, the closer the enemy is, the greater the bonus. Cool. Instinct, reload weapon. Okay, yeah, very simple stuff here. Cold Snap. Oh, nice. Movement speed is increased. Frost efficiency is increased, while enraged, the effect is doubled. Unarmored defense. A portion of Fate Maker's ward is reserved and cannot be restored, but their maximum health is increased by a percentage of the reserved amount. Health can no longer be reserved. Interesting. So it's like the reverse of a Deathless, where the Deathless gives you take all but 1 HP and put it into your shield. This is going to take all but 1 point of your shield and put it into your HP. So this will be pretty cool, depending on like how much damage, like how much types of damage horses you're going to be taking. Then we have Blood Frenzy kill skill, restores a percentage of your enraged timer and percentage of your maximum health. Very nice. Ancient Fury, maximum health is increased, splash damage is increased as well. Basic stuff like that. Relentless Rage, tier 4. If the Fate Maker damages an enemy while in Save Your Soul, its duration is extended. The amount of time decreases over time. Killing an enemy while in save will become killing an enemy while in Save for Your Soul will cause the Fate Maker to become enraged. So interesting. Basically, this is kind of like I don't want to say like this is like a safety net type of perk. So you have Blast Chill. Whenever the Fate Maker deals melee damage to an enemy, there is a chance to release a Frost Nova, dealing frost ability damage to nearby enemies. Frost Nova cannot critically hit. Okay, Iron Squall, fire rate is increased, melee attack speed is increased, while enraged, this effect is doubled. Oh man, dude, this is going to be so nice. And then this is going to be the, obviously, the capstone. The Fate Maker's remaining active skill cooldown is reduced by percentage. If an active skill is currently active, its duration is extended. All right, so this, man, this is, look, dude, it's just its initial peaks into the skill tree. So this is the Stab-O-Wabbo, right? Look at these nice little skill trees. Class feat, the Fate Maker's critical hit chance is increased. Okay, you like that? Is that just free Megavore? I think this is actually just free Megavore, dude. That's crazy. Ghost Blade, this is obviously going to be the spinning, like the spinning ones we saw in the trailer. Those out of Ghost Blade, which spins out in place in a location, dealing melee damage periodically to nearby based on the Fate Maker's equipped weapon. Interesting. So your equipped melee weapon will cause us to do more damage, I think. Pressing the active skill button with Ghost Blade is active, causes to teleport the targeted location and reduces its remaining duration by a small percentage. Interesting, nice. So you can literally, if you already have it popped, you get your active skill back, you can literally just control you just teleport it back and forth. Which is pretty nice. We'll see how long the Ghost Blade lasts for. From the Shadows is the other active skill. The Fate Maker enters stealth, turning invis. While in stealth, all damage is automatically a critical. Okay, this is fade away, but critical hits deal reduced damage. Oh yeah, this is, yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, all flat. Yeah, dude, I'm all flat people unite, dude. Yeah, I guarantee you, Termex is gonna be all over this guy, all over this character. I will too, but not my first, but not my main class. All right, so here we have some basic tier 1 stuff. Arsenal, you know, basic melee spell damage is increased. Like literally, this is one that everybody's gonna spec into right off the rip, regardless. Movement speed is, dude, this character is gonna be so fun to play. Oh, I can already see this character is gonna feel so smooth, so quick, so snappy. It's gonna be like a trickster from Outriders, better than a hunter from Destiny. Bro, the Stab-O-Mancer is gonna be just fun to play. I guarantee you. Melee attack speed is increased, movement speed is increased. When you cast a spell, double the bonus for a duration. Yeah, haste is pretty nice. Potent poisons, status effect damage is increased. Okay, so this is nice for little dots. Status effect duration is increased, dude. Yeah, Stab-O-Mancer, just the tier 1 abilities are just very good. Whenever the Fate Maker, this is the tier 2 that we're up to, so we're up follow up. Whenever the Fate Maker deals gun damage to an enemy, increases the damage of your next melee attack. This effect can stack. Melee attack consumes all stacks. Yeah, dude, this perk is going to be very nice for like doing a shit ton of build. Like if they have something similar to like a fish slap, I mean, there's going to be plenty of things that do melee damage that you can do. I guarantee you follow up is going to be really fun. So we have Swift Death. While moving, the Fate Maker gains increased damage dealt. The faster the Fate Maker moves, the greater these bonuses. Exploit their weaknesses. Whenever the Fate Maker applies a status effect to an enemy, the affected enemy takes increased damage from all sources for its duration. Okay, so this is basically like applying a debuff. If this is like a tether, this is like a Press of Darkness. This is kind of like the Zetsiv Eruption. Whenever it overheats, it shoots out a debuff. This is going to be kind of like what this is. So literally, this is going to you're going to debuff any enemy with any status effect. That is really cool. That is very cool, dude. I can see just having Stab-O-Mancer as your multi-class just for their perks. This is very juicy. And then we have, we're into the tier 3, there's 2 of them. Nimble Fingers, whenever the Fate Maker deals melee damage, the fire rate and spell damage are increased for duration. I wonder to see if this will stack. This will be very interesting. Shadow Step, it's literally just a 1-point kill skill. The Fate Maker's next melee attack is a guaranteed critical hit for a short duration. So on action, whenever you kill an enemy, your next melee attack is guaranteed to be a critical hit. So combine this with, where was it? Oh, follow-up? Yeah, combine that with like follow-up and then all the extra things you get in here, like potent poisons, haste, and then arsenal. Yeah, dude, Stab-O-Mancer is going to be doing some absolutely disgusting damage. This might have to be like the second character. Dude, oh man. So here 4, sneak attack, very basic. Critical hits is increased, very good. We'll take that. Elusive, 1 point. You can shoot and sprint at the same time, gain a chance to evade incoming damage while moving. The faster you move, the greater the chance. What? That perk sounds, dude, all these perks sound so good. Contagion. Whenever the Fate Maker applies a status effect, there is a chance it spreads to nearby enemies. If no enemies are nearby, deal a percentage of status effect total damage to the enemy instead. Wow, okay, very solid. Just spreading around more dots to apply more debuffs. Yes, I like that. Then we're into the tier 5. So we have 3 skills left, right? Tier 5, 1,000 cuts, okay. Death by 1,000 cuts, right? Critical hits grant the Fate Maker increased damage dealt for a duration. This effect can stack up to 10 times melee critical hits, grant additional stacks. This character is going to be absolutely disgusting. Then we have Alchemical Agent. Melee critical hits apply a random status effect. I don't know if I'm going to be using that. This could be good for some niche setups. If you like, depending on like if you don't have enough like ways to put out dots, this could be just an easy, cheap way to do that. And now we are into the tier 6, the capstone. Executioner's Blade. Gun and spell critical hits have a chance to create a urethral blade above the target that will impale them after a short delay. Urethral blades deal melee damage based on the Fate Maker's equipped melee weapon. I'm telling you, this melee weapon slot for Stab-O-Mancer mains is going to be very, very vital for some of your builds. Just if you plan on going stab, just get ready because you're gonna need a good melee weapon for like high end game builds for melee wise. All right, next up we have the Clawbringer. I know a lot of people are going to want to be playing with the Clawbringer. It's going to be great. So let's go ahead and read up the class feat. Wyvern Companion. This is obviously, you know, what we saw in the trailer. The Clawbringer is accompanied by a Wyvern Companion that flies through the environment and attacks enemies with its claws and fire breath. Any increases to the Fate Maker's damage also apply to their companions. That's good to know because start of Borderlands 3, Flag's Pet was kind of mid, actually very mid. Active skills, we got Cleansing Flames and Storm Dragon's Judgment. Cleansing Flames reads as the Fate Maker summons their hammer and slams it into the ground. This is what we saw in the trailer, dealing melee damage and creating a massive fire nova, dealing fire ability damage to nearby enemies. Then we have the Storm Dragon's Judgment. The Fate Maker summons their hammer and hurls it, dealing lightning ability damage to all enemies it touches. It sticks wherever it lands and deals lightning melee damage every second to all nearby enemies. Literally a built-in lightning grenade. The Fate Maker can recall the hammer, damaging nearby enemies along its path, ending the action skill early and refunding a portion of the cooldown. Dude, this hammer is going to be, this entire game is going to be just absolutely loaded with just so many insane ways to destroy enemies, so many fun ways to make them regret existing. It's going to be so awesome. All right, let's get into the passive skills here. So we have Oath of Fire, Radiance, and Oath of Thunder. So Oath of Fire reads as the Fate Maker deals bonus fire damage with their guns and their Wyvern Companion deals bonus fire damage. So basic stuff. Radiance reads as Fate Maker just gains increased maximum war capacity, just increased shield. Oath of Thunder, Fate Maker deals bonus lightning damage with their melee attacks. Wavemate Companions also deals bonus lightning damage. Very, very simple stuff. They're tier 1 skills. Dragon Aura, the Fate Maker is surrounded by a Dragon Aura that grants themselves and all allies inside it increase elemental damage. This is also in the tier 2. We are reading this from 5 out of you get 5 points in that one. This one just sounds very nice, very simple, very nice little for support. Dedication, Fate Maker gains increased active skill cooldown rate. The higher the reward, the greater the bonus. Interesting, you'll get rewarded. You basically, so like if you have a super fat shield and you have dedication on, you'll be able to spam your hammers even more. This is very, very nice. Rebuke, the Fate Maker gains damage reduction from all attacks. Wow, nice. I love damage reduction, just allows you to be tanky. All allies near the Fate Maker gain a chance to reflect damage back to their attackers as lightning damage. Really? Interesting. Dude, this game is going to be so amazing. Then we have tier 3, just one by itself. Blasphemous Favor. Kill skill. Killing an enemy with a gun summons a fire orb that seeks out a new enemy, dealing fire ability damage. Killing an enemy with melee damage summons a lightning orb that seeks out an enemy, dealing lightning ability damage. This is going to be the summoner class, bro. This is going to be so freaking fun. You're literally a wizard. Yo, dude, Stab-O Clawbringer, bro. Bro. Oh my god, I want this game to come out so bad. Now we are in tier 4. The Wyvern, Firebolt, right? The Wyvern Companion will occasionally shoot firebolts at enemies, causing damage in an area that leaving a splat, right? Additionally, the Fate Maker gains increased damage. So the Wyvern's going to shoot like little AoE puddles, and then you're just going to get increased damage. Friend to the Flame, the Fate Maker's Wyvern Companion gains increased damage. I'm telling you, if you want to do a pet build, this is it. This is just a 1-point skill. The Wyvern Companion will occasionally use its lightning breath on enemies, causing lightning damage that can arc from enemy to enemy, so just free chaining damage. Additionally, the Fate Maker gains increased damage reduction. So you combine Storm Breath with Rebuke. Yeah, you're going to be looking really tanky, just chilling. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good class to help, just like as like starting the game out. Clawbringer is going to be a very, very good class. Now we are at tier 5. So we have the Awe. After dealing fire damage, the Fatemaker gains increased critical hit damage. After dealing lightning damage, the Fatemaker gains increased critical hit chance. So there you go. Between your fire and your lightning damage, you're just going to have more chance to do more critical hits that are going to do more damage. Very simple. Indomitable, 1 point skill. If the Fatemaker would enter Save Your Soul, instead they would refill their ward and deal bonus lightning damage for a short time. This skill is a long... Dude, this is going to be such a defensive, staying alive class. Dude, oh my gosh. I want to play this game so bad. Indomitable looks so good. So we have Storm Smite. Whenever the Fatemaker activates an action skill, they call down elemental bolts that deal fire ability damage or lightning ability damage to all nearby enemies. So this is like the capstone Storm Smite. Literally just you activate a kill skill, they call down elemental bolts. It's going to do fire or lightning damage to all nearby enemies, and then you get all those additional buffs that we read earlier in the skill tree. Dude, these are going to be Clawbringer is going to be absolutely disgusting. It's time to get serious though, fellas. We have the Spellshot, everybody's most anticipated, most hyped character. So, dude, these skill trees also look so nice and so cool, so pretty as well, so appealing. So, the class feed for the Spellshot is Spell Weaving. Casting a spell or reloading a weapon grants a Spellshot a stack of Spell Weaving, increasing spell damage. Spell Weaving stacks automatically decay after a few seconds. Casting a repeating spell has a chance to reward additional Spell Weaving stacks with each repeating cast. So literally just by casting spells, you're going to get increased spell damage or reloading. So if there's like a gun, like a shot, dude, I guarantee you shotguns on the Spellshot is going to be meta because you'll be getting increased spell damage just by reloading. So you'll be like, pow, pow, reload, pow, reload, pow. You know what I'm saying? Like a Hellwalker, like you get what I'm saying, like a double barrel. Yeah, you're smart. You'll be reloading, getting extra spell damage. Dude, this is what I'm saying. This game is going to be so freaking amazing. Action skills, right? We got Ambidextrous. Oh, my bad. Ambidextrous. I see what you did there. I love puns. Gotta respect the pun game. The Spellshot may equip a spell into their action skill slot. Whenever the Spellshot increases the action skill, they cast that spell. Whenever the Spellshot presses the action skill button, they cast that spell, obviously. Okay, so you just get another spell. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's see what Polymorph does, okay? Oh yeah, this is obviously it just turns whatever enemy into a skeep, which is like, you know, the little goofy like sheep that we saw in the trailer. If the enemy is immune, the Spellshot instantly casts a free spell on that enemy and gains 2 free stacks of spell weaving while Polymorph is active. Any player that damages the skeep has a chance to cast a free spell. This effect is guaranteed for the first time the Fatemaker deals gun damage. If the Spellshot casts a free spell this way, they gain a... Dude, what? That's a mouthful of an action skill right there, dude. Okay, so Polymorph is basically just a huge method to grant yourself extra fast stacks of spell weaving. It's very... I'm really curious to see the percentage on like what 1 stack of spell weaving gives, like how much extra like spell damage. All right, passives. So we got Spell Sniper, Magic Bullets, and Prestigitation. That's a word. That's a mouthful. So Spell Sniper gains increased spell critical hit chance. Okay, sure, spells can crit. Magic Bullets. A portion of all bonuses the Fatemaker receives to spell damage is applied to their guns. This is going to be a must-run perk, I can guarantee you that. Then Prestidigitation. That's such a hard word to pronounce. Gain increased... All that big word just for increased reload speed. Okay, cool. I'm reading this as sleight of hand for the rest of my life. Then we have Font of Mana, Mage Armor, just warming up in the tier 2. Font of Mana gain increased spell cooldown rate, and then gain increased action skill cooldown rate as well. So you'll be able just to cast your spells just that much quicker. Obviously, that's very good. Mage Armor. Whenever the Fatemaker gains a stack of spell weaving, they restore a portion of their ward. Okay, very good. Just, you know, sustainability. This will be also, yeah, everyone's gonna run this as well. It's literally a one skill point, or 1 skill point skill, which is very nice. In the tier 2, very easy to get. Just warming up, gain increased fire rate for every spell weaving stack. This is very nice. This will be very good, depending on like what types of guns you're using and stuff like that. Although if you're using only spells, this is probably not going to be that useful. Tier 3, you get the 1 skill, the 1.1 skill. Glass Cannon. The Fatemaker's ward no longer automatically recharges, but they gain drastically increased spell damage. Aha! So if there's like some sort of like artifact, amulet, ring, or any way that can like give you some sort of like immunity damage, or just some sort of way that to where you just have like damage reduction on top, like without... Oh, dude, yeah, dude, if you would like multi-class a Clawbringer and a spell shot, dude. You could have that, and then you could have all the damage reduction you get from claw. Dude, that's gross. That's gross. Tier 4 ring, we got 3 beautiful ones here. Imbued weapon. Whenever the Fate Maker casts a spell, their guns deal bonus damage of that spell's element for a short time. This effect stacks once per spell. Very nice, simple as well. You like to see it. High thread count, gain increased max spell weaving stacks. Obviously, we like that. I guarantee you, everybody that goes this far into this skill tree is going. This is a must-run skill. Must-run skill. If Spellshot's your main class you're trying to build around, right? You have to get this one. Warcaster. Kill skill. Whenever the Fate Maker kills an enemy, there's a chance that their weapon is instantly reloaded. This chance is increased per spell stack weaving. This could be very nice depending on like gun spell shot builds with like glass cannon. I'm liking it. Double knot. We are into tier 5 now. So double knot, whenever you score a critical hit with a spell, deal bonus damage equal to your gun's element. Very nice. You'll do a bonus damage of whatever gun the element of your gun you're holding. You'll do that element of damage around whenever you score a critical hit with a spell. And with tier 1 spell sniper, your spells gain increased critical hit chance, which is obviously very solid, very good. Then we have 1 slot, 1 kill. Gain increased gun damage per spell weaving stack. I mean, very simple, very good. You love to see it. And then the tier 6 capstone is Sever the Thread. Gun critical hits have a chance to instantly reset all spell cooldowns. This skill has a short. Wow, yeah, dude. I keep saying this class is gonna be like super fun. Dude, they're all gonna be just cracked out and so much fun. I cannot wait for this game to come out, dude. Oh my gosh. All right, next up we have the Spore Warden. This is gonna be who Termix is gonna main. Also, guys, keep in mind with hopefully we should have like 40 skill points or so. Which should be enough to play around with what we need to get and stuff like that. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get two skill tree capstones, but 40 is going to be enough. All right, so the class feat for the Warden reads as Mushroom Companion. Fate Maker is accompanied by a Mushroom Companion that targets nearby enemies and deals poison damage. Ping an enemy will cause your Mushroom Companion to lunge toward them. Any increases to the Fate Maker's damage will also apply to their companions. So we have Barrage and Blizzard. Barrage, the Fate Maker summons a urethral blow, firing 7 arrows that deal ability damage on impact. Arrows ricochet twice between nearby enemies. Okay, that's pretty cool. Barrage has multiple charges, increases to gun damage applied to damage dealt by Barrage. Very nice. And then Blizzard, Fate Maker creates 3 Frost Cyclones for a short duration that seek out nearby enemies. Then we are onto the passive skills. We have for the tier 1, we have Bounty of the Hunt. Kill skill, active skill cooldown rate is increased for a brief duration. Very nice. Kindred Hearts, companion health is increased. Companion damage is increased. Very simple. You like to read it. Very easy as well. Eagle Eye, gun damage is increased. Gun handling is increased. Very nice for, just the handling of your weapons, the smoothness, the snappiness, the feeling of playing the game. Tier 2, we have Affinity, Spore Cloud, and Bullseye. So Affinity reads as ability damage is increased. Very simple. Spore Cloud, your Mushroom Companion will occasionally let one, basically, they're going to cut the cheese, taunting enemies and leaving a poison cloud that deals a dot. Nice, you like to see it. And then Bullseye, gun critical hit chance is increased. Companion critical hit chance is also increased. Once again, that's like Megavar right there. Tier 3, Quiver of Holding, magazine size is increased. You like to see it. The Fate Maker's currently equipped weapon regenerates over time. Wow, that's literally Forge. That's actually Forge in the tier 3 skill right there. Okay. Wow. Medicinal Mushroom. While your Fate Maker isn't save your soul, their Mushroom Companion will attempt to revive them. If it does, you and your companion gain increased damage for duration. Yeah, I hope y'all get y'all's medicinal mushrooms ready to go, baby. Hope y'all got that medicinal herb. So we got the Windrunner. Kill skill, increased movement speed and fire rate for duration. Then we have it's very easy. This effect can stack, by the way. Windrunner can. Tier 4, we have Thrill of the Hunt, gun critical hits, grant increased companion damage for a duration. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Called Shot, while aiming down sights, the Fate Maker gains an ever-increasing amount of gun damage and damage reduction. Wow. As long as there's not that much flinch, I'm all down with that. Tier 5, Wrath of Nature, whenever the Fate Maker deals ability damage to an enemy, the affected enemy takes increased damage from all sources. So once again, another debuff. I love it. I love debuffs, dude. Then we also have Headhunter. Gun damage dealt to critical hit areas is increased. Okay, so you just have a wider critical hit range. That's pretty nice. It's like Galaxy Brain. Then we have Tier 6, Play the Angles. The Fate Maker's gun critical hits have a chance to ricochet, right? Well, that's pretty cool. It's like Jacob's. Dealing reduced ability damage to a nearby enemy. Ricocheted shots have a small chance to ricochet an additional time. Now, if this was like increased ability damage or like increased ricochet with increased gun damage, that would be pretty cracked out. We'll see though. Spore Warden looks cool. All of these characters look cool. However, we saved the best for last. We got the Graveborn over here. This is the character that I'm gonna go in off rip. Okay, so I'm really hoping there's just some stuff that like there's like just something that just grabs my attention. I'm just like, ugh! You know what I'm saying? Anyways, class feat. Let's read it. Demi-Lich Companion. The Fate Maker is accompanied by a floating Demi-Lich companion that targets enemies at range and deals dark magic damage. This is basically lifesteal. Whenever the Fate Maker casts a spell, the Demi-Lich will cast Hellish Blast, creating a homing projectile of spell's elemental type, dealing damage to nearby enemies on impact. Any increases to the Fate Maker's damage also applies to their companions. That's nice. Nice little class feat there. Nothing too crazy. I think if this is what I think it is though, I think this is just built-in lifesteal. Well, obviously it's built-in lifesteal because we're the Graveborn, baby. Action skills, Dire Sacrifice. The Fate Maker, this one was really intriguing. Sacrifices some of their current HP to deal dark magic damage and apply dark magic status effect to all the enemy nearby. Dire Sacrifice deals bonus damage proportional to sacrificed amount of health. Very cool. We also have Reaper of Bones. The Fate Maker is fully healed, gains leech efficiency, and deals bonus dark magic damage for a duration, but loses an ever-increasing amount of health per second. When the Fate Maker would die, they become invulnerable for a duration, restore some of their health, and Reaper of Bones ends. Yeah, this is going to be gross. Alright, passive skills tier 1s. Mortal Vessel. Maximum health is increased, and leech efficiency is also increased. That's a must run. Essence Drain, you get a faster spell cooldown rate. Cool, you love to see it, Faithful Thrall, I hope this is not bugged on release. Faithful Thralls, the Fate Maker deals bonus damage for every companion they have. Companion respawn rate is increased. All right. So we get bonus damage for every companion that we have, and they have a faster respawn rate. That'll be pretty nice. Tier 2, we got Sanguine Sacrament. Whenever the Fate Maker casts a spell, they regenerate health over a brief duration. Dark Pack, dark magic damage is increased. You'll love to see it. Harvest. Kill skill companions deal bonus dark magic damage for a duration. This effect can stack. Very simple. Nice. Like to see it. Tier 3, Dread Covenant. A portion of the damage taken by the Fate Maker is redirected to the Demi-Lich. When the Fate Maker reaches 1 HP, they immediately restore health, sacrificing the Demi-Lich cooldown. This skill has a long cooldown. Interesting. We'll see. Stain of the Soul. The Fate Maker spells deal bonus dark magic damage. Interesting. Just simple. You like to see it. Dark Hydra. Dark Hydra, kill skill, chance to summon a Dark Hydra companion, dealing dark magic ability damage to nearby enemies for a duration. Tier 4, Ascension, right? Kill skill, maximum health and spell damage are increased for a long duration. This effect can stack. Nice, I like to see it, this is like Phallic's Doctrine, sort of. Just with raw health. Punishment. When the Demi-Lich casts Hellish Blast, there's a chance it will be cast again after a brief delay. Nice. This will be good to see how much damage the Demi-Lich does. And then we have Tier 5, Lord of Edges. The Fate Maker gains increased damage dealt and damage reduction to lower their health. That's going to be a must run. Blast Gas. Whenever the Fate Maker deals spell damage, there's a chance to create an explosion, dealing ability damage of the spell's elemental type to nearby enemies. The elemental explosion cannot critically hit. Damn. And then the capstone, Morhaime's Blessing. Casting a spell automatically activates all of the Fate Maker's kill skills. Jesus, wow. It's not even a chance, it's just automatically, wow. Activates every single kill skill. So you got one skill here, you got 2, 3, 4. Dude, this is gonna be so freaking dope. You throw a spell, you cast a spell, boom, every single kill skill is activated. Yeah, that's absolutely gross. Yeah, guys, that's gonna about wrap up this video. Every single skill tree, dude, this game is gonna be amazing. Hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know who you're gonna be rolling with day 1, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.